Hey guys, what's up? NullRage here, and today we're taking a look at Magneto, the newest hero to be added to Marvel Heroes. And before we get into this, let me give you all fair warning. I Last night I was sitting down to make these videos, and as soon as Magneto hits the test center, I start feeling it, and turns out, yeah, I wake up this morning with a cold. And so I may sound a little different, or hopefully I don't end up coughing all over you folks. I got an inline mute button, so I'll just hit that. But, bear with me if, I'm a little bit slow, or if I have to mute my mic and have a coughing fit. Alright, let's hop in and have a look at Magneto. First thing we should have a look at is his hero synergy bonus. And it looks like at level 25, he's going to give you 3% area power damage. And at level 50, he's going to give you 5% orb pickup radius. Now, these are not finalized. These are the first draft of his hero synergy bonuses. But they look pretty good to me. I mean, area damage and a stat that you can't get anywhere else, and a stat that Magneto seems to work around, pickup radius. That's pretty cool. Like I said, these are first draft along with pretty much all of his powers, so, there will be bugs, there will be tooltip errors, and the damage tuning. Most importantly, the damage tuning has not been finished yet. We're getting to see Magneto a lot earlier in development than... Actually, it's been a trend the past 3 heroes. I think we've seen them pretty early in the development, and that means more testing time and better heroes, hopefully, when they launch. So, it's all good news. Mangled Metal is his first tree. Let's have a look at Scrap Shot. Energy damage, 3 projectiles fired, and projectiles have a 35% chance to spawn a debris orb. Now, what is a debris orb? It seems to be tied into his secondary mechanic here. Use your command of magnetism to collect debris orbs from enemies' indestructible environment objects, forming them into a floating cloud around you, which you may use to fuel your most lethal powers. I think most of those are actually over here, based on my little bit of testing of these skills. So basically, you're going to build up this debris, this aura that you see floating around me, which is pretty cool. They did a great job on the animation here of the debris field. And then you're going to use it to fuel these powers over here, which are high damage and have they don't seem to have cooldowns on them. Yeah, they don't seem to have cooldowns, but they are limited by this secondary resource here. Anyway, let's have a look at Scrap Shot. Pretty cool. You're going to fire out that's 3 projectiles, and you've got a chance to spawn these little debris orbs, which can... I believe they go into this whenever you've used up some of your... You know what? Let's use up some just to see how this works. This is compressed shrapnel, and I believe it uses up some of this debris field here. So you take the metal around you, and you throw it out in a little cone AoE thing. That's pretty cool. I like that animation. Alright, so now all my debris orbs are gone. You can see I'm generating it passively too. I believe that's tied to Indomitable right here. It's got to generate debris orbs. But we'll go over all of that in a little bit. For now, let's focus on Scrap Shot, projectiles fired. And it looks like they can shotgun on one target here. You see those debris orbs that are popping up just automatically get absorbed and fill up this debris orb bar here. It's pretty cool. And they can shotgun on one target or keep going to multiple targets. Alright, so let's move on to Wrecking Ball. Energy damage. Projectiles have a 100% chance to spawn a debris orb. Every time you fire this, you're going to pop out a debris orb right here. Looks like it's a slow-moving orb AoE thing. If I throw it at that, oh, that's cool. It's very reminiscent of, oh man, do y'all remember the old school, is either a necromancer skill or a druid skill? I can't quite remember, but in D2 there was this slow moving orb that was a lot of fun to use. Anyway, moving on, we've got Imprison. It's got a passive effect causing you to generate a debris orb when you strike a bleeding target. I believe that applies to everything here. So if you strike a bleeding target, then you'll generate a debris orb. And it's got an active effect causing energy damage twice per second, 8 seconds. It also immobilizes. Oh, I love that animation. It's good. And I don't know if this is considered a bleed itself. It doesn't say on the tooltip. Again, you know, there are tooltip errors, things that aren't quite complete yet, so that could possibly be a bleed itself, considering that it has that passive effect on it as well. Alright, now we've got Shrapnel Volley. Looks like a barrage skill, energy damage, and projectiles have a 25% chance to spawn a debris orb. It's got a very high rate of fire, low spirit cost. Oh, that was not it. Shrapnel Volley, there it is. Oh, that's cool. It sounds like the sound effects haven't quite been lined up with the skill and what it should do. Oh, no, that's better. Once you get in close. Okay, once you get in close, it sounds a lot better. So there is some weird stuff going on with the sound effects, though. But I'm sure all that's going to be cleared up. Alright, next up we've got Wave of Shards. Lay waste to oncoming enemy formations with waves of steel scrap. Energy damage twice per second. Vulnerability application. I believe this is a channeled ability. Ranged area. Channeled ability. Oh, that's very cool. Wait a minute. Did that... I can't quite tell, but there's some extra damage going on here from something. Maybe I've got a passive that's doing some extra damage. We'll figure that out eventually, but yeah, there seems to be some extra damage coming from somewhere. Magnetic Attraction, ranged area, pull in all enemies while charging a powerful polarity field, then detonate the field to decimate those caught in the blast. Energy damage, orb pickup radius, increases by 100% while channeling. That's cool. Because your orb pickup radius, we saw it a little bit, I guess. If I use up some of this stuff. My orb pickup radius actually increases the distance at which I can pick those things up. Oh wow, it's almost the whole screen. Just like innately. That's very cool. You're going to be picking up debris orbs like off screen with just a little bit of pickup radius. Very cool. Alright, magnetic attraction. Wait, do I now? Alright. Oh, that's like his... Dude, I get killed so much by this fighting Magneto. He pulls me in. It's like a kinetic vortex thing. And I imagine that, like, if there were like a whole bunch of debris orbs way over there on the ground, and they weren't automatically coming towards me. You know what? Never mind. His pickup radius is so large on its own that I don't even know what that orb pickup radius extra there is all about. Anyway, but I guess you could pull things off screen then with that 100%. Like, it's already the size of the screen, his pickup radius, and you double that, then you're pulling things from way over here. That'd be cool. Alright, Superiority. It looks like it's a toggled ability, giving you damage rating for 8 seconds when you pick up a metal orb. Okay, pick up a metal orb. Debris, and then separate from that, debris orbs generate 1 additional debris. Removes the spirit from electromagnetic surge. Reduces the cooldown by 0.5 when you pick up a debris orb. I believe electromagnetic surge is right there. Yeah, it's a big big cooldown damage thing. I don't know. We'll see when we get to it. In addition, toggling this on will give you and your party members endurance, reducing your spirit costs and regenerating spirit as well. It's got a pretty cool animation to it. I pulled it off my bar, so let me put it back on. Hey, shush. Yeah, I like that. It's very cool when you toggle it on and then it fades away into nothing. And I believe this skill is mutually exclusive. Well, you can put points into both of them, but activating another aura power ends this effect. Activating another aura power ends this effect. So you have the other one over here from the other tree. Toggling one on, well, it should remove the other. Yeah, you can have both of them on right now. Alright, bugs will be bugs, but in the eventual release of Magneto, I'm sure these will toggle each other off. Alright, so moving on to Storm of Steel. Calmly levitate at the center of a hurricane of spinning scrap metal, orbiting you at blinding speeds. As you float through the battlefield, anything in your path is quickly dissected by a tidal wave of metal. Energy damage twice per second, generate debris orb when an enemy is hit by the maelstrom. It's got a cooldown on that effect, so you can only generate so many debris orbs. Your orb pickup radius is increased by 100%. Again, I'm pretty sure that means you can like pull from way over here if you wanted to. It's gonna be pretty crazy. And it's got a channel duration of 4.5 seconds, cooldown of 45 seconds. This is his signature. Let's see how it works. Let me put it on this button. I don't know if you guys know, but I use a move to cursor key. I've got it bound to R. So when I'm using skills like this, and you'll see what I mean here in a minute, it's very useful to have that skill on a key that I can hit R as well. I mean, you could just left click and it'll be fine, but you can move while you channel this skill, which is very cool. So, you know, it's always important to, you know, have that left click, or in my case R, held down. Now there on the end, it looked like there was some time where the animation was going and damage wasn't being dealt. I imagine that will be cleaned up in the next build for the test center, and it also does not seem to have triggered the cooldown properly. Well, I guess it did over here, just not on this button. That's weird. That's very weird. But still, a very cool skill, energy damage, and yeah, I like it. It's very, you know, the number of times I've been beaten down by this skill in Midtown, it's embarrassing, man. And it's gonna be nice to turn the tables with this massively powerful skill on all the Midtown bosses. Yes, I will take down the Brotherhood from the inside. Okay, I'm gonna quit being weird. Alright, Bid Farewell is the next skill in the tree. Effortlessly hurl a massive metal object that knocks back, stuns, and decimates all enemies hit. It's going to deal some energy damage and generate a whole bunch of debris orbs. Remember, this skill could double that. That skill, yeah, let's do that. I wanna turn that on and see 20 debris orbs pop out with Bid Farewell. What am I gonna do here? I'm gonna like, oh, I summon a car, just out of nowhere, just random car. Oh man, I'm gonna party this dude up with Luke Cage, and we're just gonna go throw cars at people. It's gonna be hilarious. Alright, so that's pretty cool. And I think using Superiority with Bid Farewell will throw out 20 debris orbs at a time. Which, let's go over here and spend off some of this debris. And can I get like the full bar back? Come on. Almost. I don't think it generated 20. Yeah, I feel like that's only 10. I feel like that's only 10. So maybe superiority does not cause this skill to double the debris orbs. But the way it reads, it should. I don't know. Bugs will be bugs, and we'll see what gets worked out as the week progresses. Alright, moving on to electromagnetism. That's not the right button. There we go. Okay. Alright, so first up, we've got Indomitable here. Passive effect giving you crit rating, crit damage, and orb pickup radius by 25%. Generates 1 debris orb per second. That's what's giving me that passive debris orb there. And additional 5 debris when you pick up a debris orb. Right? So you got a total of 100 here, and each orb that you see on the ground is worth 5. Got it. Scaling with this skill, you get crit rating, crit damage, and increased orb pickup radius. Dude, your orb pickup radius is going to be ridiculous with this character. It's going to be awesome. I don't have to move to pick up any XP orbs. It's going to be fun. Alright, moving on. We've got Distortion Field. Energy damage. Projectile collects debris orb as it travels, delivering them to you when it returns. Ooh, it's a boomerang skill? Oh, that's cool. Look, it goes out and then comes back in. That's very cool. It's like, well, I guess Thor's Stormhammer does the same, doesn't it? Goes out and then comes back in. What if I run away from it? You can't catch me! Oh, it disappeared. Where did it go? You can't catch me! Oh, it's still trying to catch me. Oh! Oh, that is cool. Yeah, you can drag it through enemies. I'm gonna have too much fun with that skill. Alright, moving on. Magnetic Levitation. Travel speed. Basic flight power. Basic flight power. Let's have a look. Oh, that is cool. He's so, like, I don't even care. Your problems are so small to me. I'm the master of magnetism. Alright, I like that. Wait, what? Hold on. This is a little bit weird. Oh, okay. No, he's just got stripes there. I don't know, dude. I saw something weird on his butt. Shut up! Don't judge me. Alright. Moving on. Convergence. Energy damage. Weakening 10% to damage. Okay, it's just a weakening effect. I'm so, dude, like, cough syrup has my mind doing funny things. Anyway, energy damage and a weakening effect. Let's have a look at convergence. Is it okay? It's point blank AOE. Wait, can I? Oh wow, that is. Wait, why does the that little the center point moves with me? If I move away, effect. That's weird. I imagine that is a bug as well. But that's pretty cool.
I suggest you run.
It's a big AoE, like massive in the amount of area that it affects, and it weakens everything in it. I don't know, I don't usually use weakening skills. Now, the damage tuning on this definitely strikes me as not being finished yet, because it's not quite doing the damage that I would expect from a skill like this. But then again, you know, damage tuning has not been done for this character, so maybe once it gets some a little bit more damage, then this will be a skill that I could see fitting in the rotation. As it is, though, not right now. Electromagnetic Surge. Direct a devastating beam of concentrated electromagnetic force that disintegrates anything it passes through. Energy damage, and it looks like damage increases by 1% per remaining debris. So if you're sitting at 100% right here, 100 debris orbs, then you got 100% extra damage on this. So you can sort of, I guess, use, as long as you don't use any of these skills, this thing's going to do twice the damage that it says on the skill. Again, though, damage tuning not done, so it may even be more, it may be less, who knows. It's going to slow people. It's got a cooldown of 10 seconds. Let's have a look. Oh, that is cool, dude. He, like, charges up this force. Electromagnetic surge. It is what it says on the tin, if I'd been, paying attention. And then, of course, superiority plays into it. Removes the spirit. I imagine that says spirit cost, or meant to say spirit cost. And reduces the cooldown when you pick up a debris orb. Now, remember, you can only pick up debris orbs when you are missing debris. So you will have to find a way to... You will have to spend some of this to get those debris orbs to be picked up to reduce the cooldown on this. So you are going to have to play into this mechanic somehow. Alright, Magnetic Barrier. Looks like it's a passive, defensive passive. Defense rating, projectile deflection chance, projectile reflection chance. Oh, that's really powerful. And restore 2 spirit when you deflect or reflect a projectile. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this, fighting AIM and Hydra. It looks like the deflection chance scales with points put into the skill, as well as the defense. But the reflection chance is always 10%. Now again, tuning and damage, the numbers on skills have not been finalized, so that could change a bit there. It's got an active effect to stun, irresistible stun. Those are always nice. Storm has one of those, and it's really fun to use. Stops all nearby missiles and projectiles for 5 seconds. Let me go over here and see if I can get this guy to shoot at me. Magnetic barrier, it's on E? Okay. That's the brawler. Energy blaster, shoot me! Ah, I missed. Well, he's stunned anyway. Ah, it's got a long cooldown. I wanna freeze his projectile. I'm just gonna wait here. Should probably eat a med kit so he doesn't kill me. Alright. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Ow, it didn't work. I didn't stop his projectile. Maybe I wasn't in range of it properly. Anyway, if it does what it says on the tin once it goes live, then you should be able to stop those projectiles in mid-flight. That will be pretty cool. Again, giving him even more superiority over ranged enemies. And what do we got here? Magnetic Eruption. Now I believe this one, like Electromagnetic Surge here, ties into superiority. I believe Electromagnetic Eruption ties into God Among Insects. What a name for a skill. Gods Among Insects. That's hilarious. Alright, but yeah, you can see here it removes the spirit cost of Magnetic Eruption and reduces the cooldown by 2 seconds per 25 debris spent. So this one reduces the cooldown when you pick up debris. This one reduces the cooldown when you spend debris on Magnetic Eruption here. Alright, let's at a home on the bar. Kaboom! Oh, that's very cool. I like that animation. Let me use it on these guys quick. Yeah, that animation is awesome. Again, damage tuning probably not done yet, so, we'll see how much that's doing when it goes live. Alright, moving on to the next tree, Master Magnetism here. We've got Ferromagnetic Blitz. I looked at that for a second and then realized, no, wait, it's actually a lot easier than it looks like to say. Energy damage and ending energy damage activates with 25 or more debris. So, go spin some debris. Bop, bop.
The power
so
of
I have no debris.
magnetism is unstoppable.
Yes, yes, yes. So if I have no debris, I just kind of, dash through, do some damage. as I pass through. But if I have a little bit of debris, let's see, we're at 20, we're at 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. Once you get this first pip, then you're going to do some damage to the things in front of you, wherever you land. Let me set it up so, there we go. Boom. Hit him twice. It's pretty cool. And I've been using this to drain off my debris, but let's see what it's actually supposed to do. These skills, I believe they're all going to be debris spenders. It doesn't say, it doesn't really express that on the tooltips. Like I said, the tooltips aren't finished yet. Oh, this skill's cool. Alright, compressed shrapnel. Let me pull out something that can generate debris pretty easily so that I can use these skills. Let's do shrapnel volley. This seems to be the best debris generation that I can. We'll put that there too. Alright, so here we go. Compressed shrapnel, frontal cone, AoE, and it stuns as well. Big burst damage kind of thing. Let's get some debris back. See? Check out this debris speed, man. You get so much of it back. Awesome. Alright. Meat grinder is the next one. Energy damage twice per second, area duration of 8 seconds. Let's have a look. That is cool. It'd be better if it moved, but then it'd probably turn into like a pet and scale off pet damage, and if you've played Invisible Woman, you know how crap that is. Yeah, I don't want it to be a pet. That's for sure. Alright, God Among Insects is his other toggle here, giving you damage rating for 8 seconds when you spin debris, increases your Master of Magnetism powers, that's all your things here that spin debris, and removes the spirit cost of magnetic eruption, like we talked about earlier, and also gives you and your allies power. It's pretty much the same thing as Superiority, just with different effects. Visually, there you go. It's very cool. I really like the work they did on these auras. They're very cool looking. Oh, dude, look at his animation. His little idle animation. He twirls the little balls around the iron and the blood from X2, I think it is. Yeah, that's hilarious. Alright, Magnetic Aim, next skill in the tree, automatically fire shards of debris at nearby enemies once every 0.25 seconds. Energy damage per shot listed there, and debris cost. Oh, let's show the scaling here. It looks like the damage rating will go up, and also the base power damage will go up. And I imagine the same is true over here. No, just damage rating. It doesn't have any base power damage, but it will cause you to generate more debris orbs. That's cool. Alright, Magnetic Aim. This skill, a lot of fun. Only if you can keep the generation up on the debris orbs here. So if you're going to use Magnetic Aim, to me, it says you're going to use Superiority and use some high debris orb generation effects. And to show you exactly what I mean, well, when you toggle it on, you just start firing metal everywhere. But as you can see, you drain your debris bar really quickly. It takes 5 per shot. So if you want to get those shots back, you gotta be working, build up that debris. Yeah, this is not one of those skills that you could keep on, I don't think. Now there might be some kind of weird way to. What if we do RAR? Generate all that debris. Throw it all back out. That's cool. Oh, there it is. Found it. Yep. If you can get your spirit to cap out, get your, run basicless, basically. Basicless, basically. Anyway, get it to where you can use Shrapnel Volley as a basic attack using things like Handed Nimrod, maybe Aaron Zola's ESP box, anyway, River of Soul rune word, then, keep your spirit at max. So you can just do this all day. Then you can keep that debris up and generating fast enough to keep that going, it looks like. Maybe even throw in some extra stuff there too. Oh, that's cool. I think I might try to make that build work. That seems like a lot of fun. Alright, let's move on to Spike Impale here. Go ahead and... It takes quite a bit of debris. 50 debris. It takes half your debris bar here. Spike Impale. Oh, that is cool. Look at this dude. He's like trapped in spikes. Very nice, very nice. Alright, that is all of his regular skills. Let's move on to Fallen Man. Now, before I use this skill, let me again express things are not finished yet. You can obviously tell by the damage stated on this, it's not done. The only thing you should pay attention to here right now is the animation. And let's see how it works. Let's go over here and use it. Oh, the animation didn't even play. Alright then. Well, yeah, don't pay attention. Oh, it didn't trigger. It didn't trigger. Okay. That explains it. I still got my cooldown here. Alright, so a sentinel flies in, and then you, like, smash him down on the ground, creating these debris things. You can see his leg here, which I can pick up, at range, mind you. And you can do this with any interactable object. You can pick it up at range, like cars and whatnot in Midtown. You can pick them up and throw them in various directions. And, of course, the damage from that will be more than what it was right there, I'm sure. I mean, I am level 60 with no gear, and I don't know how that plays into environmental damage or anything like that. But still, in concept, pretty cool ultimate. Once they tweak it a bit, get the damage going, and maybe clean up the animation, because it seems like just having him fly in and dropping him on an enemy is sort of boring. My personal opinion. I don't know. I'd rather just see him just like dive bomb into, like Hulk's ultimate style. He jumps up and grabs a meteor, brings it down. Just have the Sentinel come in like a meteor, man. That'd be pretty cool. All right, so that is Magneto. I cannot go over his other costume right now. This is going to be his default costume. The white Marvel Now, I believe it is. That's going to be his default costume, but he will also have the classic red and purple one that the enemy has in game right now. That's going to be his alternate launch costume, and should be pretty cool. All in all, I like some of the concepts around these skills, and once the damage tuning gets worked out, I think he's going to be a really cool character. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, take it easy, have a good one. Don't forget to comment, rate, share, subscribe. Peace.